Years ago, climbing to the top of Google was about filling your site with keywords and chasing backlinks. But, as digital landscapes change, optimizing for search engines, well, it's just not enough anymore. There is a new priority for getting noticed online, and it's changing rapidly, it's changing fluidly, and you need to be on top of it. Hi there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno Web Solutions, and in this video, I'm going to reveal the newest three-letter acronym that is the key to getting more engagement and more conversions for your business online, especially in the new world of 2025. So let's go. Okay, so the new three-letter term is AEO, and that stands for Answer Engine Optimization. So you've heard of SEO for so long, but now it's AEO. So if the term's unfamiliar, you aren't late to the party. But with AI-driven search platforms growing quickly, it's time to prepare your content for a new era. So the difference between SEO and AEO, there's a lot. And I think this is where I think a lot of the SEO is dead mentality comes in, which, to be upfront, is not true. It's just evolving into AEO. So at its core, SEO is about improving your site so it ranks higher on search engines like, Google or Bing. Now, this has historically involved using strategic keywords, optimizing your metadata, and ensuring that your site appears for relevant searches. But in today's search, it's a whole new ballgame. Tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google Search's generative experience, they're not just displaying links to websites, they're providing that direct conversational answers by pulling together information from several sources. You can see this in their featured snippets. You can see it in the generative AI content that comes up usually before all the other search terms. So really that is AEO. So what sets AEO apart, and just to do a straight, apples to apples comparison. So SEO focuses on ranking for keywords, but AEO is about ranking for questions, okay, and giving the answers to those questions. So think about how people search today. Instead of like best budget smartphone 2025, users now ask, which budget smartphone has the best battery life in 2025? And they're doing it usually, sometimes, most of the time, with voice using, their phone. So, chatbots now, the AI chatbots at least, don't send back a long list of links that are ranked. They respond with a summary. And if your content doesn't answer these questions directly and in clear language, and that's important, clear language. You can't just have it keyword stuff. It has to be written for the answer, then you're going to be left out. So why is AEO becoming so important? Well, there are many reasons. And I want to go through them all, but here are the biggest reasons. And to start with number one, Google's AI-powered summary answers. So this is something I just talked about. Google's begun rolling out its Search Generative Experience, SGE, which means more queries are answered directly on the search page. So unless your content is included in those AI-generated answers, users may never visit your site. You can see your content is in the reference section. So Google will spit out their little summary in their generative experience, and then they'll have the reference points at the side, which people can click on to see which websites they're coming from. Because really, you have to figure out what the user intent is for the questions that are being answered. Is it informative? Is it transactional? Is it navigational? Is it commercial? That is where you have to differentiate yourself from your competitors by answering those questions that are commonly asked. Okay. So the other thing is people are switching to AI chatbots. So a recent GWI survey shows that over a quarter of Americans are now using AI chatbots like ChatGPT or Perplexity instead of traditional search engines. And this is a huge shift for marketers because now you have to make sure that the content that you're writing on your website, that the fact that your website has all the information about your business, about the questions that need to be answered that are then going to show up in the ChatGPT search query results. So if somebody sits there and they have a question about, when's the best time to plant tulip bulbs? Your gardening company should be where ChatGPT is grabbing the information from to give the answer to the user. And therefore, the reference points there where they put at the end This is where we got the data from. Shows your website. People look at you as the expert. ChatGPT and Google looks at you as expert and you show up. Number 3, chatbots now provide tools and links. So AI assistants like ChatGPT have evolved to not only get answers, but they are also displaying the sources. Maps, even web search results. Those could include your company. So some businesses are already noticing referral traffic from these platforms, and that's huge because more people are using ChatGPT and AI search engines versus Google. You want to make sure that you're getting that referral traffic because you want to make sure that as users pivot and move from Google to ChatGPT, or they're using both, which is a lot popular right now. People are using both ChatGPT and Google. You're showing up in both. Okay, number 4, investors, well, they're backing AEO tech. This year, AI companies attracted more than half of global venture capital funding, and startups specializing in AEO are drawing attention. And look, I think it's clear now this is not a passing trend. AEO is an upgrade, it's not a replacement. Experts like Neil Patel emphasize that AEO builds on SEO rather than replacing it. And I said this off the top. If you're already creating useful, optimized content, you're on your way. The key now, okay, is to adjust your approach so your content performs in an AI-first landscape. You want to make sure that your content isn't just about keyword stuffing. It's just not about getting in as many keywords as possible into a short amount of time. It's not to keyword search. You want to make sure that now you're writing to answer questions that are going to come up in chatbot, ChatGPT, Perplexity, whatever somebody's using in Google. You want to make sure that you're answering those questions. So how to do it? Here's some tips on how to write content that the AI search engines love. Number 1, write clear answers to real questions. So AI tools tend to surface content that responds directly, thoroughly, and conversationally to user questions. So, for example, don't just list vitamin D benefits, bones, immunity, and mood. Write instead, vitamin D helps keep your bones strong, boost your immune system, and can improve your mood. Find out what questions your audience is asking using tools like Answer the Public or Also Asked. Now, I'm going to give you a couple more tips on how to write content for the ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever other AI tool your users might be using. But before I do, just remember, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, SEO and AEO, you'll want to use structured data and schema. AI bots read structured content more easily. Add relevant schema markup like FAQ and how-to tags so these engines understand your material and pull direct answers from it. Remember to cite your sources. AI models look for reliable and well-referenced information. Link out to reputable external sites and make strategic internal links within your content. And look, if this sounds a lot like Google EEAT, expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, that's where Neil Patel was saying that there isn't much of a difference than a lot of people writing good content now for their SEO as it translates into the AI AEO search. Write with a natural conversational tone. So many users search by speaking or writing questions in a casual way. So mirror that style in your own content. Use approachable phrases like, here's what you should know, or the short answer is, to make your content easier for answer engines to pick up. And last but not least, but most importantly, keep your content fresh and high quality. AI rewards content that's accurate, that's useful, and that's up to date. Review and refresh your posts regularly so they stay relevant and continue to perform well. Look, I've been in the SEO game for a long time, and now AEO, which is something that has been gradually progressing towards, is the new normal. It's not just a catchphrase. It's a bigger change in how we seek and receive information. Instead of just generating clicks, businesses now need to produce content that provides real, immediate answers. So ask yourself one question to start. If someone asks an AI about your business, will it be able to provide a helpful answer? If not, now's the time to update your content strategy for the answer economy. You can do it yourself. You can watch all the other videos I've put up on here about AI, about content, or you can contact me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Oh, and one more thing that can help you. Check out this video for even more advice on writing content that gets noticed.